Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Bobby. Morning.
Good morning. I'm glad you got to make it, Gianluca.
Thank you. I thought the meeting was yesterday, and then I
Oh,
realized that yesterday I was not in. Now I'm available. Okay, perfect.
it's funny. So welcome everybody today. It's the 14th. I'm just putting things in the page and I'll share my screen in a second.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so we have like 2 weeks left before the presentation. And I think I just checked on it and it doesn't look like anybody's added anything, or I might be wrong. Let me just double check. It still looks like it's just from the, there's no sections. So hold on, let me get to this thing here and I'll share my screen. Okay, so if you go to our business page, and I'll put this stuff, I'm just gonna say go presentation for today. It'd be nice if I spelled it right. You can find a copy of the presentation on Google Drives right here. And everybody should have the ability to edit it. So this is how it stands right now. I know I have to bring this code of conduct stuff up here, and I'll work on the introduction. Up to this point, I will do this, hopefully get some neat things to go in here so it looks like our dashboard. But then the sections, I was wondering, hold on a second. Sammy, quiet. I was wondering if we could go through each person's section and see what they want to do with it, if that's okay with everybody.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay, so Patrick, is he on the call? No, he was going to do the summary of.
Yes, sorry. Is
Hold on a second. I'm going to have to lock my dog up. Hold on. I apologize. I'll be right.
okay, no problem.
Sorry about that. I had to get rid of my dogs. Put them in the other side of the house.
Okay.
So, Gianluca, you were saying something about Sir Patrick's stuff?
Um. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he's on the
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. He's in the goal. He's in the goal.
Excellent, excellent. I didn't see him. So Sir Patrick, so we were just talking about the format of the agenda, and how you were going to cover this. And we were wondering if there was any movement or thoughts or comments.
Yes, I think he can call he can talk about the presentation, which is on the README page of the official GitHub repo where the project is presented. So he
Okay.
can talk about that. I can I can talk with him. Maybe I can have a meeting or with him, or if he has question, can ask to me.
So he's in the text, I mean, in the chat. So I just want to know if you're still okay with doing this section, and if you're okay with getting together with Gianluca to figure out what needs to be covered in this. So if you want to answer in the chat. Yes, preparing for that. Yes. Okay, perfect, perfect. So you're going to have the introduction covered. And again, I don't know if you're on the call for this, but the link to the shared presentation is on our business committee page right here. Feel free to edit your section. I'm going to actually see, I have trouble with this. Insert, it should be insert section, but it's not. Does anybody know how to do that on Microsoft? Not Microsoft, on Google Shared Drives. I was trying to add sections, so I would put a title here that says, you know, what the section is, but for some reason, let me see if I write. No, I'm so used to PowerPoint.
Yeah, I will check.
Yeah, I just thought it would be easy for us to see the sections if we had like an actual break here, so you could see everybody's section. So these are the slides. Again, I threw in just to have something here. You can use the graphics on them if you want. The color scheme we can change if we don't like it, whatever we need. But these graphics I got, and we can use them. So they're AI, not an artist, but an AI generated. So again, we can use these graphics. Get graphics of your own. It doesn't matter as long as it kind of flows through the presentation. So that was the first section. Let's go back to the sections. And the next is going to be, so Patrick's going to define our project and its overall goals. And then we're going to have the live demonstration. And if I'm correct, let me just get rid of these things for a second.
Sorry, Bobby, just one question. Did you share as editor the presentation?
Because I think I'm pretty sure I did, but I can double check. Okay. Let me just go there now.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone with the link? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Sorry about that. That was my mistake. I'll put the new link in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And again, if I get an email that says anyone needs permission, I usually answer it as soon as possible and grant permission. So if you do get stuck and just send the email and I'll get it out there. So Jacqueline, is she on the call? No. Okay, so she's going to do the live demo. I guess she's going to take the info. Oh, what did I do that? That's not right. She's going to take the information from the GitHub repository and show everyone how to load it and work with it. If correct, is that what she's going to do with the live demonstration, Gianluca?
Yes. I think she can prepare for that. We are working on that because I received a message from Swapnil today, and he said that the main issues of the connection between the UI and the background API are solved. So we start to check it out and also to prepare the live demonstration. And Jacqueline wrote on LinkedIn that she has an issue for today. She is not able to join the meeting, but I will reach out her after the call, writing something on Discord. And just the last topic. Yeah, to add some title, you can copy paste something. For example, in the in other slide. If you open one slide, a slide which has the title, you can copy from that and paste in the slide that you want.
I'm not understanding what you're asking.
Yes, sorry. If you need to ask a title in that slide, you can copy one title from another slide. Yeah, maybe the sixth one.
Development and functionalities?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. Maybe I don't understand. Did you ask how to add some title to the slide? Or
No. I want to add a
oh,
section
sorry.
to the slide. I want,
Oh, sorry.
so like each person's going to have a section. So like right
Okay.
here where Sir Patrick's section would start, there would be a thing right here that would say section 1, introduction. And then after his slides, there would be a thing here, section 2 for live demo, and any slides that Jacqueline would need to support her live demo would be there. So I just wanted it for our sake, for defining it a little better, where everybody's section started.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
But I can't seem to do that in Google. I'm sure give me about 10 minutes and I'll research it and I'll be able to do it. But right now in PowerPoint, all you have to do is click here, right click, and it says create section. And that's not here. So I'll figure it out.
Okay.
So just so you know where each person, so I just didn't want anybody working on anybody else's section when we're all working on the same document together. So I was going to try to differentiate that. But anyway, so it's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, that Jacqueline's live demo would be how to set this up on your computer. So it would be the developer's twist to it, meaning that she is going to show you how to connect some documents, a GitHub repository to build your database for the questions. And then I thought the hands-on testing, Gianluca, would be you using the system to ask questions and maybe get some really clever questions together so that we can show the system is cool. Is that what your understanding was?
Yes, sure. Yeah, we can provide system to other people who wants to test it in some way.
Yeah. I need that link for when I go publish mine on my website, on the meetup for Princeton. If you could just put that link to get people started. Is there like I guess it's just a GitHub repository.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I will work on that. Thank you.
Awesome. And then what else did we have? Hands-on testing, Q&A session. That would be anybody who the question is directed to. But if somebody wants to handle that, that's on the call, that doesn't have a section right now, please shout out, because I will put you down on the agenda. So somebody can moderate the questions and answers. So if you're on the call and don't have a role in the presentation and would like one, what did I just do here? Please put your name under, sorry, right here, to moderate the Q&A. So in other words, when Gianluca's done showing everybody the awesomeness of what he's built for the world, somebody would say, okay, now we're going to handle some questions. I see some questions in the chat. Does anybody have any hand raised? And here's where I like to cheat a little. I like to have someone in the, like one of the mentors or mentees or anyone on the project have a question in mind, because it's always that first question, that length of time between when somebody actually has the nerve to ask a question. So I like to have the first question staged. So we have to figure out what that first question is going to be. And who's going to ask it, because then that gets the ball rolling. If somebody else asks a question, then everybody else feels that they can ask a question. At least that's what I've found with my presentations, that they have to take a few minutes to get their nerve up to ask their questions. And then Shreya volunteered for the networking. So that means that she's going to do a section on providing our social media links in the chat during this time. So everybody encourage everybody on the call to go and join our Discord or join our wiki page. Oh, I have something to say. I have an announcement to make. I had a phone call yesterday with Daniela Barbosa, the head of Hyperledger, and she cleared something up for me that I didn't know. That new decentralized foundation is going to be Hyperledger. Hyperledger is going to go away, and the only place Hyperledger will exist is in the title of the blockchain under the decentralized foundation. So in other words, all of the labs, all of the projects, all of the special interest groups, working groups, everything is now going to be under the decentralized foundation. And Hyperledger will exist in the title of Hyperledger Fabric, Hyperledger Aroha. It will not exist in Besu. They want to drop the Hyperledger name, but they still want to be in the Linux Foundation Decentralized Foundation section. So the TOC is moving over to be the TOC at the Decentralized Foundation. And it's going to run the same way, same product life cycle, same everything. The only difference is now there will be individual TOCs for each project, so that once you get out of incubation and into graduated project status, your maintainers become your TOC and you have to have regular meetings. And those TOC boards are the people who report directly to the oversight committee. So each project will have a steering committee, and it will be reporting to the oversight committee, and it's all under the decentralized foundation. None of it is going to be Hyperledger anymore, which I didn't know that. I just thought you could choose to move to if your project was more of a decentralized and less of a decentralized ledger, you could go over. But in fact, she cleared me up, and it is everything's going over. So I'm not sure when the rebranding is going to take effect, but it's going to be, everything's rebranded. All the wiki page, what an undertaking. I don't envy those people over there at Hyperledger and Linux Foundation doing this. All the courseware is going to have to be rewritten. So it's very interesting.
Okay. So is it automatic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Perfect.
it is. We will be the lab under the decentralized foundation. And I don't think we have to do anything. It's just going to happen.
Okay, so good.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't really want to leave the Hyperledger community to go to Decentraland, but I keep calling it Decentraland. Excuse me. But
yeah, because
Decentraland
it's the metaverse. Decentraland.
Yeah, I know. I have a piece of property there. I've been trying to sell schools for months. I can't seem to. Me and Unity are having huge issues.
Okay.
If anybody knows Unity and wants to meet me on the side, that would be great. Anyway,
me a little bit, but just I know the C# programming language and Unity. For I have some students that they love Unity, but I'm not skilled in that.
No,
so
I'm trying to build a school, and it's just the ugliest thing you've ever seen. It's scary. Next week, I'll drop the location of my school in Decentraland in the chat for people to go make fun of. It's that bad. So anyway, so we're going to conclude the presentation with, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I thought everybody should realize that the decentralized foundation is going to be Hyperledger. So Shreya is going to do the networking. She's going to supply our social media links. And she's going to collect, we're going to help her collect names of everyone who is there. So we will follow up with them. Again, I am still in the back of my mind trying to figure out how to get this consulting group up and running after we become a project. And I'm really bad at getting things financed, but I can look into that so that we can actually proceed with this lab project with a company behind it, which most of the labs do. So I'll be working on that after this presentation. and hopefully we'll get great information and leads in the networking part of it so that we have people to help us with that. And that would be what I'd want to do. So again, does anybody have any questions on their section, or does anybody want to step up to moderate the Q&A?
Yeah, if I want to propose something, someone like Arunima or Tripur to moderate question
Yeah,
and
actually, I can. Can you tell me the time of this presentation? Like when it will take place?
Sure. Let me just go real quick. Did I put it in here? The meetup sign up is right here on our page.
Okay.
And we have to fix this to put your pictures and your names in, because I don't need mine there. But who's
Okay.
ever doing the meeting, well, if you can, I know Gianluca, you gave me your bio and your picture. Everybody else needs to send me their bio and picture so I can make this correct.
yeah, maybe I sent you already.
Yeah, you
sent,
did.
if I'm
I got
already-
yours. Thank you. I got yours. So when I get everybody else's, I will update this so it's the right pictures and the right people. Again, we do have 2 weeks, so we're going to really start pounding this out next week into social media.
Yeah, I can
I
actually.
find that if I hear about an event too far behind, like it's out there now, but if they start pushing it too far behind, I forget about it. And so I'm going to do my focus on next week's social media push. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Gianluca.
No. Just another. I want also to. I'd like to propose Anshika if she wants for the network section, because she already write an article on Medium. So if she want to contribute to the network and the network,
Do I have this name right here?
No, I'd like to ask to her. She's on the meeting, and Shika, could you join the meeting, the meetup? And I would like to propose you to help Shreya on the network part section.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Is this correct, right? And Arunima, is this time okay for you?
Yes, it works for me. It will be morning. So basically, I'm having my placement season going on. So I was just seeing that if I have any interviews around that time or not. So it works perfectly for me. It's like morning
Perfect. So
here.
then you'll handle the Q&A.
Yeah, I can.
Awesome. Fix this. It doesn't look awful. Okay, and again, I'll work on these screens and make them look really professional, and we'll be good. So everybody work on your section. And if there's any questions, please let me know. If there is testing to be done, please send me a link or put the link on the, where am I going? Put a link for testing, Gianluca, if you would be so kind, in the development committee page. Is there one here already? Gosh, look at this. This is awesome. Whoa.
Yeah, I think it's an old version of that page.
Yeah, but still, look
Yes,
at what a team. This is unbelievable. What talented people. Holy cow. Anyway, I'm just impressed with your skills. Yeah, this is great. So if you could put a link either there or on the business committee page for testers. So I'm just going to put a section for your link.
Okay, sure.
If you could put a link there, and I'm going to redo the presentation link. So yeah, so if you need to edit the presentation, it's here. Again, there can be more roles. If anybody feels like they're not being represented and want to speak, I will gladly give off the code of conduct or what, like if you want to get some practice in public speaking, please let me know. I don't want to leave anybody out of this. There's enough for everyone to talk and get their name out there. So there's that. Anybody, Gianluca, you want to take over for a while or?
Yeah, I think so. I can talk. Can I talk about the part? Did you finish the marketing part?
Yeah, basically just the presentation we need to work on this week, and then we're going to do the social media stuff next week. But if anybody wants to pump this out, just go to the meetup event that's on the Hyperledger meetup and copy some information from it and push it out to your social media. If you run a meetup, if you are part of a blockchain group, anywhere, your school, your blockchain club at school, anywhere to get this out, feel free to start pumping it out to your social media and put my name on there, because then I'll repost it and it'll get really a lot of traction that way. And again, if you see something that I'm going to start posting in a few days, if you start to see my posts, please reshare them, repost them, comment, anything. We need to get the buzz started in a few days because we have, 2 weeks left, something like that. So let's start pumping it out. Sorry, Gianluca, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No problem. Okay, can I share my screen? Okay, about the presentation, we have a question, related to that part. Okay, the Q&A is up to Arunima here. We obviously for technical question I'm available, and also Swapnil I think, but also for other question all people on Meetup will be available. So Arunima just moderate the Q&A session. Okay, about a different part. Okay, I think Supratik can use part of the README page. For example, here is the main goal of the project, but he also can talk about the architecture of the system and the different and also different part that he can talk that we want to reach a prototype version at the end of this mentorship program. So he can present the project Sopratic, and while Jacqueline can do a live demonstration, asking questions to the system, some questions to the system. Also can ask to people if they want to they want to ask some specific question to the system. And me, I will provide a link which allow other user to test the system. So how to do that? I'd like to install the system on Rampod and use some endpoint to share to the other users. And so each of us should work on that section, the related section on the presentation. For example, the introduction. In the introduction section, maybe separately you can add some slide or modify some slide, adding some text, some picture related to the presentation of the project. For example, the architecture, and about the Jacqueline part. Jacqueline can just to take some screenshot about the live demo, and then can pass to the live demo. And about me, I can share the link to test it, and also some short instructions, some short guide on how to test the system, and so on. About Shira and Anshika, I don't know if it's correct. Anshika, yes. They should talk, they should use the social media and other tools to spread that information, to share the project and meetup information on the social media. One is the Anshika article. Yeah, it's great, but also we can write something on the LinkedIn, for example, or other social media. And also, in my opinion, we can also add a slide. I think there's already we have already a slide for the conduct where we can share our conduct. In that case, other communities can write us a request or question about the system if they want to, if they have curiosity or want to test the system. Okay, just if you have any question on that, you can
I
ask.
have a quick question, Gianluca. Do you
Yeah.
think for the live demo part that after Sir Patrick goes and discusses what the project is about, somebody else maybe come in before the live demo and go over the steps that you would need to create your own live demo? Or is that something that Jacqueline will cover when she's sharing her screen? Or do you think that that would be better if it was two different people, like saying here, you'd go here to this, you'd connect this is the steps, let's watch her do them? Or do you think that she will cover that enough in her section?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, in my opinion, it's the smartest solution. I mean, maybe Socrates can talk about the system, presenting some schema, some the system in general, and also people can ask questions if they have. And Jacqueline, with just one slide, we can switch on the presentation live. So yeah, I think there are two separate sections. The introduction.
No, I
live
meant
video.
for
Oh, sorry.
Jacqueline's section to break that out into two and have the first part or the first slide of that section, whether she does it or someone else does it, just a step by step to walk people through how what she's gonna show us.
Okay,
It
if
might
she,
be like repetitive and overkill. So like, for instance, so we'll go, I'll welcome, hi, everybody, welcome to the presentation. Then Sir Patrick comes in and says, this is what we've built. This is how it works. And then you can have Jacqueline come in and share her screen and show you the live demo. I'm just asking if before Jacqueline shares her screen and shows the live demo, somebody can, put a screen up with a step-by-step, step one attached to the GitHub without doing it, but just explaining it first. And then we watch Jacqueline do it.
Okay, I think it's up to Jacqueline. I mean,
Okay.
Socrates can show, can talk in the overall of the system. So I don't know, you can present the system. This is the main goal. This is the architecture. This is now we are here in that part and so on. And after that, Jacqueline can show GitHub, the short guide on how to test the system. And after that, she can show one live demonstration, asking some question to the system and showing the answers of the system. So I think there are three parts. One is up to Socratic. It means the presentation of the system, which schema and some also the main goal. And the other two parts are up to Jacqueline's. Jacqueline, I mean, she can start showing how to use the system. If you want to install the system locally, and after that she can ask question to the system and show how to the system reply to question. I don't know if the response
No, I
is
was just applying if she wanted to break her part out and have someone else present too, just so that she's not doing, the explaining and the live demo.
Yeah, maybe we can, because Jacqueline is also in our LinkedIn group. We can ask that question to her and what she prefer.
Yeah, whatever she
could
prefers.
be-
Again, I'm just trying to include more people in the presentation.
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted again.
No problem. You have to do. Thank you. And okay, if no question about that, just to finish about the dev part. Last time we talked about a learning objective, how to write a Python script that extracts paragraph from Hyperledger Fabric read docs, because we want to create an instruction dataset to train a smaller AI model than the current one, which is a large language model. And I mean, GPT-2 medium size could be smaller than the current one. And so this is the first step, the first stack. Some of you solved in a good way. And the solution is that one, to download the Hyperledger Fabric documentation. And the code, it's a very short script, Python script, and I will push the code on GitHub, I promise, as soon as possible. And we'll also provide the link on Discord. So we use a beautiful soup library, as I told last time. And in that case, using that library, we can traverse all the paragraphs from the file, and the P in that case stands for paragraph, which is the P tag on HTML. And so it's my my opinion. So we have to consider string text which is larger than 100 characters, 100 characters, letters. And after that, we can take each row from that and add to our extract data. When we finish, open a JSON file and dump the content on that. Okay. I think we finished. Any question on the dev part, on business part? Yeah, I read something on the chat. Okay. I think I already replied to Anshika question, so that was not okay. Yes, I will put a little more add-on. Can we add the new section if possible? I will be adding one extra section if there is any possibility. Which kind of section, Jairam? Which is the topic? I will work on network, okay. Okay, we need to create a Python script on Hyperledger Fabric. No, it's not a Python script on Hyperledger Fabric, but is a Python script to extract all the paragraphs. Okay, just to come back to our okay, next. Last time we was the 5th, I think the 5th. Yes, not February, but August. Yes, just to clarify, one learning objective was related to the AI topic. Okay, the idea is to um, train a smaller model than the current one and use a smaller model trained using our data instead of use RAG. Currently, we are use RAG, but we want also to investigate a smaller model which is fine-tuned using our data. Okay, how to do that? Okay, the idea is related to that article, which is I shared, and we use the Hyperledger Fabric knowledge base, which is the Hyperledger Fabric documentation, to create a data set which will be useful to train our smaller model. How to create our data set? We have to use a large language model, okay? And this is the teacher. We create the instruction data set and we use that for the student, which is the smaller one, okay? This technique is named distillation. Okay, so this is another example. We have the teacher model, which is bigger than the student model. This could be, for example, Llama 3.1, which is the last version of the Meta Llama large language model. We can use that one to create our instruction dataset to train our smaller model. That can be, for example, GPT-2. First step was write a Python script that extract paragraph from there, creating that file, which this architecture. It's a list because we have a square bracket which contain several items. Each item is extracted from a paragraph. Okay, this is the first paragraph. This is the second paragraph, and so on. How to do that? Today, the solution is that one. First of all, we have to download the file. Okay, sorry. So connect to there, click on release button, click on download button, and the system open that page. Click on that, it downloads the Hyperledger Fabric read docs documentation. We extract the compressed file, take the HTML file, index.html file, and use that to extract paragraph. How to do that? This is the code. It's very, very simple Python script. We use Beautiful Soup library, as I told the previous week, the last meeting. Use the link of the file, index.html, read the file, use that library to extract all the content and traverse the content, okay? Selecting P is the P tag. In that case, the system in a loop extract all the paragraphs. Yeah, it's my opinion. We have to consider only text, only paragraph greater than 100 characters, okay, charts. And then we create one row for each paragraph and append the row to this is a list, okay? And just to finish, dump the content of that list in a JSON file. And this is the result. It works. I think there are about Yeah, this is all read talks documentation of Hyperledger fabric, sorry. And yeah, it's not because we have to, it's 8,000 times. Yeah, it's not, because we have different row for each paragraph, but it's like, yeah, about 2,700 paragraph. Okay. Any question? Any other question? Okay, thank you, Bobby. Do we need to get, okay, how our backend works? Next section. Okay. Yeah, maybe, okay, how our backend works, but maybe our backend works could be related to the introduction of the system. Yeah, Bobby, I agree with Jaram, because we can evaluate to add technical section that,
I guess that's what I was like. I agree with J-Ram that's missing somewhere, like the technical section of explaining what the, how the technology, works with other dependencies and stuff, like walking through that. So I agree. I just don't know where the best spot for that is in the presentation. So what is the group's thoughts?
Yeah, maybe after the Jacqueline section, after the live demonstration, we present the system. We can also show how the system works in some way. And after that, we can dive in the technical part and provide tools and link to other people to test it. Could evaluate. Yeah, that's to add that session.
Okay, so I'm on the wiki page where we were just going over the sections. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so you would want that here. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say,
Yes. Perfect.
that work?
Yes, yeah. Correct.
And who's not talking so far in our presentation that wants to give it a try?
Yeah, I think Jerem is a volunteer.
Before I type your name, I need a thumbs up.
Yeah, you can, I think.
Okay. We got that there then. And then I'm going to go to the presentation. I'll fix this again. And if everyone on this page can send me a picture and a bio.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work. Again, I will format this and make it real pretty when we get the bio stuff. So torture today. That looks good.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Excellent. Submitted some PRs on the document part. I'm not sure, Ankasha, what did you, the pull requests, you're waiting for Gianluca to approve them?
Yeah, me and Swapnil, we have big work on that, but yes, we will talk about that. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Again, and if anybody has any questions, I think that I'm finished. If Gianluca, if you're done,
Yeah, finish. Okay.
and does anybody have any questions? I'm going to do a Gianluca, and I'm going to take a screenshot of who is here so that I don't have to type everybody's name.
Yeah, if you want to take a
So much
screenshot.
easier.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will drop this in. Under today. All right. Again, email me your bios and your pictures, Bobby@ledgeracademy.com, and I will put them in a nice page to introduce everyone. Let me put our attendance in so we know who was here today. That's in. And I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to log off. So everybody have a good week. We'll talk Monday.
Okay. Thank you very
Gianluca.
much.
We really appreciate
Thank
you and all this hard work everyone's
Bye.
doing.
Thank you. Bye.
Wait, Arunima might have something.
No, I was just telling bye everyone.
Okay. Talk
Bye.
soon.
Talk soon.
Yep.
Bye.